Hey guys, welcome to Bray's Voices. This is President Myrna Fauzi.
And this is Vice President Rowan Albeji.
And today we're here with...
Hi, my name is Brent Ford. I'm a teacher at El Cajon Valley.
Luella Morton, an admin assistant to Principal Sterling.
And CJ McCool, one of the assistant principals.
Hi, my name is Basil. I'm a student over here.
And today our topic is...
Hi, my name is Berta, and I'm a special aid.
And today our topic is about the school bathrooms. So we have 3 questions here. The first one is, do you want to say it?
How we can keep the
No, this one.
why will the bathroom be so bad smell?
Why do the bathrooms have a bad odor?
Have a bad odor. I think there's a couple reasons why bathrooms, get used appropriately or inappropriately at school. I think one of the discussions that's come up in the student voice conversations that we've had is about bathroom usage and why are people smoking in there? Why are they doing inappropriate things in there? I wouldn't be able to answer the why of that question, right? Because I'm not a student. So you would probably need to talk to a student to answer the why question of it. Does it happen? Yes, it definitely happens. And it's kind of this balance, right? Because some people are always asking, why are the bathrooms locked? But then the other question is, well, why are people smoking in them, right? So it's this balance of trying to have access for everyone, but then also making sure people are safe, using them appropriately, and that sort of thing. So the why, I'm not sure. But what we do about it, I can answer some of those things.
But it's not fair for other people to come in the bathroom and smell that bad smell.
I totally agree with you. And that's why we're trying to do some things to stop that from happening, right? We do normal sweeps of the bathroom, meaning campus supervisors will go in and see who's in there and get them out of there if they're doing stuff inappropriately, or if there's large groups of students in there, we'll get them out of there. But I agree with you, it's not fair to the other people that don't misuse the bathroom.
Is there anybody else on the panel that would like to speak to this?
I guess my question would be to the students is why do they think that the restrooms is a hangout? And that's something that I hear often, that the kids or the students like to go into the restrooms and just hang out in there.
They use their phones.
I think if I was making an assumption, it's because it's the least supervised area on a school, right? We go into the bathroom the least of any place.
And they're not putting cameras in the bathrooms. I mean, that's highly illegal, right? Nobody would ever do that.
Right.
But I think, Basil, when you and I talked about this, it wasn't just about the vaping smell. Maybe it's more of a facilities issue. And maybe, I don't know if it's because the school was built so long ago, but there seems to be some how would you describe the smell?
Disgusting.
Is it like a sewery type smell?
That's what I smell.
Yeah.
That's what you smell?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
I was just going to say, back here in the 700s area, we occasionally get that. If it rains real heavily or something, there's a sewer clean out thing right here. And occasionally they'll have to bring a big truck in here from the city of El Cajon and pump it all out, right? And so it might be the reason that you're smelling that smell is just because the school is very old, right? And maybe some of the infrastructure needs to be updated or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I've asked that question too because I'm new this year, right? And I smelled it one day and I was like, "What?
Yeah, what's
that?
going on?
What's
Yeah.
going on?" Right?
Yeah.
So I talked to our facilities manager, and it is something that he's aware of and that he's looked into. I think part of it is because not the infrastructure of the campus, like the buildings, but underneath the school is very old and has been here a very long time. And it's something that they have tried to address. It is kind of partially a city thing, and it's partially, maybe us as the school, but that can be something that we discuss further for sure.
Okay. So our next question is,
Why do kids vape in the bathrooms, and what do you guys do with people that vape in the bathrooms?
Yeah, so I already talked about I can't really answer the why per se, right? I have guesses, but I'll leave that for a different podcast. What we do is typically it depends on what they're vaping what they're vaping, right? If it's tobacco or if it's a controlled substance, those are kind of two different things. So both of them are against school rules. And for most people, both of them are illegal for them to have because most people are under 18 here, right? So, tobacco, on the tobacco side, you typically get a 1-day suspension and you get an intervention class for the first time. And it's to teach you about like decision making and some of the
Maybe some of the health risks.
dangers of vaping. That's done online, and then you get 1 day of suspension. You come back, right, and your whatever you have gets confiscated.
I mean, sorry for interrupting.
That's okay.
I mean, when somebody like do that, you have to be like, oh, sorry, I did it on accident, on mistake. You have to like be like,
Not make the same mistake again.
yeah,
Take responsibility.
take responsibility. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they go to the intervention class.
Right.
That's a good idea.
I mean, if they can clean their homes, why they can't clean their like bathroom?
I agree. I think that's part of the communication that I was going to talk about kind of next is like one of the really important aspects is trying to communicate with families of like, hey, this is happening on campus. Number one, do you know that your student is doing this? Number two, like, you know, this is how it affects the other students on campus, you know, with having bathroom closures and issues and bad smells and all kinds of stuff in the bathrooms, right? So we try to loop in the families as much as possible and get them invested in making the change of behavior, right? Because the whole thing of discipline for the office is to try to make you're all young people, try to make change in your behavior and think about like going forward, should I have handled it differently or should I have done something differently?
Does admin see any kind of improvement when the kids do that, or is it they seem to be making the same mistake over and over, or do you think that has
I think
some
it's-
sort of
it's-
positive effect?
It's pretty individual. I have seen some students that are really taking it seriously and trying to not, you know, if some students start to do some sort of counseling and talk to someone about like ongoing, not just that one day thing, and that can really make that can be a huge benefit. I think there are students that definitely are reoccurring behaviors like that.
I was gonna say something. I think it's getting like better than last year. Like now whenever I go to a bathroom, it's like we're not talking about the smell, but like people doing like girls.
The vaping.
Yeah. It's getting way better than last year, and like I see like a lot of improvement and all that.
Like it used to be the joke was, why are there toilets in the jewel room? Right?
Yeah.
That was the running joke that
Yeah.
I would hear kids say. I don't hear that anymore as much, like you said.
I do think also what I would love, and I know this wasn't a question, but just a little, like I would love students to understand, like if you go in the bathroom with 10 people, think about what that looks like from adults, right? Like it's like, why would you need to go into a bathroom with 10 people at the same time, right?
So they can have a meeting.
So they can have a meeting. that's a good,
They have meetings in the back.
If they need to have a meeting, let's talk about getting them a room.
Yeah,
They can
let's
have a
find a
meeting.
different space for the meeting, right, Hazel?
And somebody can go and make the bathroom a mess, and then he can get out and he don't care.
Right, exactly. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Throw paper all over the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, think about some of those perceptions and the way that looks.
So I have something to say too. So every single time I go to the bathroom, it was either like a fruity smell, like about the vapes, or it's either like I don't know, a certain smell, like a really bad smell. And I agree with what she said, because last year it was really bad. Like every time we went into the bathroom, it was just like 5 people over here, 5 people over here. But I feel like it's getting better for this year because not a lot of people are doing that. Like, of course, there are some like fruity smells still and stuff like that, and we know from where it's coming from. But I feel like it's getting better, like from last year.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I also want people to hear, like, if you go into a bathroom and someone's doing that, please tell the closest adult that you see.
And tell the truth too.
And we'll try to address it.
Well,
thank you for joining us today. I think that would be it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.